Blindness is a condition that affects roughly 39 million people all across the world. And there's a new treatment and also a breakthrough treatment that has been discovered at the University of Oxford that caused a blind man to actually see. So this gives hope to a lot of people that actually just wants to see a sunset or read a book or even just watch television. This is the story.
A chronically blind person in the UK, Jonathan Wyatt, had given up hope of ever reading again. He was just 20 when he heard he had a genetic disorder called choroideremia and he would slowly go blind. But for the first time in 20 years, he can read the words on a page again.
When I got home, I looked at Diana's mobile phone and I said, I can see the digits. I can see the digits. Hey, switch it on. Switch it on, and I said, I can see the menu panel.
Doctors at Oxford University have used gene therapy to correct a defect inside his eyes, dramatically improving his vision. The discovery was astounding, so doctors went on to treat 6 other blind patients at Oxford Eye Hospital, and miraculously, they were all able to see better in dim light after the treatment. So how did they do it? The scientists first modified a harmless virus to carry a working copy of a human gene that sufferers lack. They then injected the virus into the back of the eye with a fine needle, after which the virus infected the cells, releasing the gene which started producing a protein that helps preserve vision.
Rather than taking a pill or proteins or taking tablets, we're actually correcting the disease at the genetic level. In other words, genetically modifying the patients who have the problem to put the gene back that's missing. Obviously, we're very excited because potentially gene replacement is a way of stopping the disease from starting in the first place, and we could genetically modify people to prevent them from getting the disease and hopefully prevent them from losing their sight.
Doctors are so excited by the results, they've already started another trial. But in terms of widespread use, it might be a few years before blind South Africans with this condition can get treatment. Nevertheless, someday in the future, the chance for blind people with this genetic defect to experience the joy of reading a book or seeing the sunshine once again might just be a reality.
Truly inspiring, but I look at the story and I think, should we already get our hopes up? And this is, of course, in the efforts of curing blindness. Well, here to explain the story and to also give us some insight, ophthalmologist Dr. Johan Kruger. Welcome to the show.
Morning, Ilana. It's a pleasure to be here.
I see the story and you know, we would do anything to eliminate blindness. The development makes us exciting, but how significant is it for us here in South Africa to try and eliminate the quest of blindness?
It's very significant. There are many people suffering from blindness or reduced vision due to hereditary retinal diseases, and this is significant to treat this.
I've just mentioned 39 million people all across the world are blind. And, you know, we want to see simple things, whether it is read a book or see a sunset or things like that. But could the treatment be used to cure other forms of blindness caused by genetics?
Yes, the incidence of this condition is 1 in 50,000. And it's roughly 4% of blindness in the world. Accounts for 4% of blindness in the world. And there are other conditions such as retinitis pigmentosa and macular degeneration, which could benefit from this treatment in future. So we're very excited about this.
I can see everyone already becoming excited or even having hope. I mean, the one time I walked in the mall and I saw how they were teaching a little boy to walk with his cane for the first time, and he was tiny. I mean, we've done so much in terms of development when you are blind. But my biggest question is, with regards to the therapy, what do we have to do next in order to make sure we can see again?
Well, people with family history of blindness or reduced vision due to hereditary diseases need to go for genetic counseling, they need to go to genetic centers. Unfortunately, AIDS is rampant in South Africa, so our resources are very limited, and these clinics are very few, and they're basically limited to the academia hospitals at the moment.
With regards to the actual therapy, what comes next?
Well, people need to be tested, and you need to be diagnosed very early. The condition starts already in the first decade of life, so you need to be diagnosed early before huge damage is caused.
The actual treatment that made this person see, is it coming to South Africa? When can we expect it? Are we talking about 5 years, 10 years?
Currently, it's in the first phase trial, so it needs to go through 3 phases and then needs to become commercially available. So we're talking about 5 years.
So there's hope.
There's very big hope.
That's excited.
Yes.
I can see your first smile. The ophthalmologist smiled on the show because there's hope for us in blindness. For us living in South Africa with a condition of blindness. And I mean, I'm smiling too. We know blind people. You know, it's something that we want here in South Africa. This treatment, it will improve our lives, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You just spoke about the different stages that it's in. So 5 years, you reckon?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Doctor, thanks so much for being here. You're bringing good news, and we're always excited about that on our Feel Good Breakfast show. Good news, and you heard it, new therapy that is giving us hope in terms of our efforts in curing blindness. This is your Feel Good Breakfast show, Expresso. We'll be back after the break.